Yeah, I was baptized into the church. Grew up in the church. My entire family attended church. So every Sunday, going to church was a part of the experience. Confirmed in eighth grade. Like went through that whole process of learning, the catechism and the Bible and all the verses that supplement that. So walking with Jesus, knowing Jesus has always been a part of my upbringing. I don't ever remember a time in which Jesus was not a part of my life. Very blessed to have that experience. Going to church was always important. Living in faith, I don't know if that was part of the conversation. What I would say is, as an adult, in knowing Jesus my entire life, I think I fell into a checkbox faith where I knew I was doing what I was supposed to do. Like I was going to church. I wasn't doing anything bad. I wasn't cussing. I wasn't going out and partying, right? Like I was checking boxes off, thinking that was enough. But what I realized is that I wasn't living a purposeful life. I wasn't living the life that he called me to. I didn't know Jesus. I was trying to be a good dad, trying to be a good husband, trying to be a good, guy at work that everyone liked. But the reality is, as I just check, keep checking those boxes off, like I wasn't growing. I was actually probably going in the wrong direction. Depression, anxiety, stress, like all these things start weighing in on me. Like, it didn't matter what I did, like it wasn't enough. It didn't matter what I did. It felt like things just kept crashing down. And I remember going to work that morning, just dropped the kids off at school, and I had to pull over the side of the road. In that moment, I'm like, Lord, I can't do this anymore. Like I surrender. Like I can't do this. What I'm doing is not working. I'm giving it to you. Take it. I surrender. And then I was immediately, I was reminded of my favorite verse. It's become a life verse for me. 2 Corinthians 12:9. My power is made perfect in weakness. Like I was having this moment where everything was crashing down. I felt the weakest I've ever been in my life. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient. My power is going to be made perfect in your weakness. Like, wow, okay. Like this is what love is. This is what protection is. This is what it feels like when your Heavenly Father puts his arms around you and you feel him, and then he gets to do his work through you. Like, ooh, okay. Like that's different. Like I see that, I feel that now. Like that's the love that I've always heard about my entire life, but never felt it. And it wasn't until I surrendered. And I said, I can't do it anymore. Lord, it's yours. I'm yours. Take it. Do something with it. So I look at this moment of baptism as a public declaration of, I'm in. I'm a follower of Christ, that he is mine and I am his. I want to follow him. I want to live my life, according to his will. This is an act of obedience. When I think about the next half of my life, however much time I have remaining, I want this journey to be marked by how I serve him, how I serve the kingdom. Like I feel called, and I've answered the call. I'm in. Like what does that mean? I don't know. I don't know the details just yet, but I'm in. Like I want the remaining time I have left on this earth to be dedicated to serving him. And I can't say that about the first half. So as I move forward in this, that's my dedication. That's my commitment. That Jesus died on the cross, paid for my sins. I believe that. I'm a follower of Christ as a result of that, which means I'm going to be obedient until the day I die. And there is nothing that is more important on this planet than that.